Good morning. Happy Saturday morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? So, per the title, it's been reported by TMZ and really by everybody now that Rick Ross is on life support. A couple of days ago, it was reported by TMZ that a 911 call came from his house saying that he had fallen on the floor, he was unresponsive, and slobber was coming out of his mouth. A couple of years before that, you guys may remember he lost a lot of weight because I believe he passed out. He had some kind of episode on a plane. So Big Rick Ross became Little Rick Ross, so he lost the weight. But I'm thinking that this was drug related because we know in his videos and probably in his real life as a rapper, they do all those drugs and all that alcohol and stuff. And Rick Ross is clearly over 30 years old, and he can't live life. He should have known that he couldn't keep living life in that fast lane and in that way when he had that first episode. But he got a warning. Evidently, he didn't adhere to it, And on the side note, high blood pressure and heart attacks are the number one killers in black men. So he should have changed his life. I can't say that I always feel sorry for Rick Ross, Larry Hoover, Big Meech. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I fell out with Rick Ross around about 2012 when he kept, or 2010, I can't remember what it was. He kept mentioning Trayvon Martin's name in very disparaging ways in his lyrics. One of his lyrics or one of his songs, I think it was a UOENO verse that he did in 2014. He said, and I quote, Trayvon Martin, I'm never missing my target, something like that. So I had a problem with him ever since then, because how can you use Trayvon Martin's, his death and his tragedy of his death in such a disparaging way? You know what I mean? And not even really, you ain't even using it in a call for justice sort of way. He was using it in like a satirical sort of way. You know what I mean? He also mentioned Trayvon Martin and Trayvon Martin's name in an Usher song. I think that song was called "Let Me See" or something like that. And his verse says something like, "Had to valet park it, Chanel hoodie on, looking like Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman on warning." Wait, what? Really? So anyway, after that first time, like I said, you'd think that he would have got the message, because he almost lost his deal with Reebok. In case you guys didn't know, he was I don't know if he still is, but he had once garnered a sponsorship with Reebok, because they he always wore their shoes, or however that works. Do you see what I'm saying? So they didn't really relinquish him from the sponsorship. They just got real quiet about it, because everybody was coming after Rick Ross at one point in time for a lot of the nonsensical stuff that he says. But it's not a surprise to me that he don't feel any type of affection at all for the tragedy that happened to the Martin family when Trayvon Martin was murdered. You know what I mean? Because, he used to be a correctional officer. He used to be a correctional officer for the state of Florida, which means that he helped house and keep in prison other black males in the state of Florida. And when you've got that police mentality, you're going to feel this way. You're not going to feel any sympathy for the things that happen, for the tragedies that happen in the black community anyway. He's got that mindset. Not to mention the fact that he don't never mention his real life. He always references the real life of the real excuse me, freeway Rick Ross. He was a very popular drug dealer, back in the day. And actually, Freeway Rick Ross sued him, I think, in 2010 for use of his name. But the real Rick Ross, he lost that case because the judge said that this fake Larry Hoover could use his name because of the First Amendment. He was using it as a form of fiction. He became a fictionalized character when he uses Rick Ross's name. Like on his videos, and he's a fictionalized character. But anyway, the real Rick Ross sued him, and he lost. you know, and he keep, you know, his music is not that good to me anyway. Like I said, I'm gonna close this, but I always feel sorry for homeboy because it's kind of like his karma. And when somebody does something so disrespectful as to keep mentioning the death of a child's name in rap songs just simply to profit off of his murder, do you see what I'm saying? I can't call it nothing but karma. Do you see what I'm saying? Not to mention the fact that he need to leave them drugs alone, and they got him on a procedure that actually pulls the blood out of his body after somebody has had a severe heart attack, and it oxygenates the blood. That's how severe his heart attack was. And like I said, he tried to get himself together, but he ain't never stopped using his drugs. But you know, God don't like ugly. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, and I wish him a speedy recovery. I hope it works out for him. And also that procedure that they're doing, you have to have money to get that kind of procedure. But if it wasn't for old Rick's money, he'd be dead by now. Cause the average black person, we don't get that procedure, or the average white person. Like I said, it costs millions of dollars to undergo this type of life-saving procedure, and he could come through because he got the money to pay for it. I don't know, but if he comes through, I hope that he will change his life. I hope that he will do things a lot differently. You know what I mean? I hope that he would take the time to re-examine his situation, you know, because he is not a stupid rapper. He really is a entrepreneur. You know, he owns several, like I think Wingstop restaurant spots or something like that. So yeah, he's an entrepreneur. He does other things as far as making his money. I think he owns his record label now. I think Remy Ma assigned to his record label. You know, they said his family rushed to the hospital because, you know, can't nobody be losing out on no money. Several of his baby's mamas rushed to the hospital. Everybody need him to live because they need to keep on getting getting them coins and stuff. So we'll see if Rick Ross comes through this. I wish him well, but like I said, karma is a biatch, so he better watch. He better watch his words, okay? Because God don't like ugly. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye. Peace.